With the Jamaican National Championships 2024 happening within another week, we are very certain of one thing, that Lanae-Tava Thomas will make the 200 meters individual team for Jamaica. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. Are you ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, several of the top are not contesting the 200 meters, we believe. We don't think Shelley and Fraser Price is contesting the 200 meters this year at the National Championship. We know Elaine Thompson-Herah is not contesting the 200 meters, and we know Brianna Liston is not contesting the 200 meters. Also, Kevona Davis, we don't think is going to turn up for the 200 meters. Of course, Ashanti Moore more than likely will turn up. Nikisha Price is a possibility because she has one of the fastest time out of Jamaica this year. And this young lady, Dejanay Oakley, probably will turn up. And then, of course, there's this young lady, Nisha Berger. But I'm certain about one thing. This young lady, Lanae-Tava Thomas, will make the individual squad in the women's 200 meters. And the numbers imply that I'm pretty much correct. Now, the fastest Jamaican so far this year has been Brianna Liston, but she's not going to be running. With her 22.36, Lanae-Tava Thomas is the second fastest Jamaican this year. Then, of course, there's Dejanay Oakley with 22.60 and Nikisha Price with a time of 22.62. But I'm absolutely certain that this particular young lady will make the team. None other than Lanae-Tava Thomas. Now, you know, technically she made the team last year, but the transfer had not been complete. Now, when we saw her run her first 200 meter in Jamaica for quite some time, which was at the Jamaica Athletics Invitational, the inaugural, which took place at the National Stadium, she turned in a time of 22.84, which placed her third behind Dina Asher-Smith, who won, and Jessica Gaba of Cote d'Ivoire, who came second.
19. She represents Jamaica. She runs out of lane 4, and you could see the Thomas and her top, but representing Jamaica from lane 4. You'll hear on that.
So set position, and now away they go, and it's a good start for Dina Asher-Smith, running pretty well too. Jodine Williams at this stage. Also, look to Lanae-Tava Thomas of Jamaica. It's Dina Asher-Smith on the outside, trying to get back. There is Ashanti Moore, but Dina Asher-Smith has left the rest of the field in her wake. That's a fast finish from Ivory Coast's Goodbye, but Dina Asher-Smith gets it. The 2019 world champion.
However, when she returned to run at the Racers Grand Prix less than 10 days after, she turned in a personal best of 22.36. And I think, based on what I've read and heard, that she should be running something closer to a sub 22 when she lands at the Jamaican National Trials within the next week. I'm very confident she's going to make the team. Like 100% confident.
Candice Hill. Thomas is running well off the top bend. It's Thomas that says to the rest, come if you can. Lanae-Tava Thomas running a big race at this stage. Ashanti Moore gives chase, serious chase, but can't get back to Thomas. 22.36.
So barring some weird thing, I'm pretty sure that Sharika Jackson will make the 200 meter team and Lanae-Tava Thomas will make the 200 meter team. Now, what I'm doing is I'm crunching numbers and I am looking at the performance of the athletes within the 2024 season. And Lanae-Tava Thomas, I really think, particularly given her last run here at the National Stadium in Jamaica, setting that new PB, I am certain, absolutely certain that we'll be seeing a sub 22 from her. If not at the Nationals, we'll definitely see it in Paris. She is a great talent and a wonderful find. And I really, really think she's going to be special Now, I know that they're Ashanti Moores, and I don't know what's happening with Kevona Davis. I know that she was injured, which is why she really didn't do anything at the NCAA's outdoor championships. So unless she is recovered, I'm not anticipating her being there. Nikisha Price is also a possibility, but I'm kind of thinking she may be concentrating on simply running the 400 meters, which is her pet event and her forte. And I did mention a few other athletes. Now, I'm not saying that there are not other athletes who Ashanti and other people who will turn up and do very, very well. But crunching the numbers based on the numbers, I really, really believe that it is going to be hard to argue with Lanae-Tava Thomas being the second fastest Jamaican at the Jamaica National Trials. I do not think she'll be able to beat Shericka Jackson, not at this point, but I really, really think that this young lady is going to turn in sub 21. Sorry, apologies, that would be insane. Sub 22 this year in the women's 200 meters. I know that we often talk about the 100 meters, and we know how competitive the 100 meters are. But the truth is, let's be honest, the 200 meters in Jamaica is not very competitive. It's been dominated by the same group of women for quite some time. And in the last 3 to 4 years, Shericka Jackson has completely dominated. If not Shericka, it's going to be Elaine. If it's not Elaine, it's going to be Shelley and Fraser Price. Now, as I said, it is highly improbable that they're going to have Shelley and Fraser Price running the 200 meters. I doubt it very much. Not at age 37. They're not going to have her run the 200 and 100 meters. And we know for a fact Elaine Thomas-Herrera is simply not going to run. So look at the numbers. Who else is there that you can think of? Now, there's a third person I think is going to make the team, but I'm going to talk about that another time. But as we get closer and closer, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to make the team, and I'm going to tell you why. And like I said, Lanae-Tava Thomas, that 22.32, that new PB, I think we're going to see a sub 22 from this young lady. I am almost 100% certain. And she will be the first in a while outside of a Shelley and Fraser Price, etc. So I think because it is not as competitive as it should be, and it actually should be, I really do think we need to see more 200-meter runs from the Clayton twins, Brianna Liston, Brianna Williams, and others. I really, really think one of the problems that we're having now is that we're just not as strong in the 200 meters. And yes, Shericka is dominating, but Jamaica should be able to field 4 young ladies, I think, who can run sub 22 in the 200 meters. I really think there's a talent there. I just don't know why they don't seem to be very interested in running it. But fortunately for us, Lanae-Tava Thomas seems to really enjoy running the 200 meters. And I really think if she continues to evolve at the pace at which she's going to be a huge find in years to come. But I do think, I'm going to say it again, sub 22 this year. I think she might even be pressed because she's going to be running against Shericka Jackson. And according to Stephen Francis, Shericka is about a second faster, which means that she should be able to deliver something close. And he's talking about based on the statistics, based on facts, numbers in their practice. So we're looking at a Shericka Jackson running something close to 21.69 at the very least. All right. I think this young lady in that race will hit her first sub 22, meaning Lanae-Tava Thomas. I will talk about who else I think could make the 200-meter team, and then we're going to talk about who I think is going to make the 100-meter team. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm just whistling and blowing in the wind? Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember your royals, kings and queens. Bless up.